folks. My name is Rob Hickson, Westside Wines and Spirits, Virtual Wine School, Episode 2. Today we are going to be talking about Malbec. I thought kind of a nice transition from Ayrton's First Class, our kickoff session here on Bordeaux, would be to kind of first talk about the area of Cahors. That's the first wine we have here today of the three. A lot of people, I think, forget with the kind of rise of Argentine Malbec in the past 10 or 15 years that Malbec was and is, used in small percentages in Bordeaux for blending purposes, usually, again, the dominant Cabernet and Merlot, and then the other three varietals, Petit Verdot, Cabernet Franc, and, of course, Malbec. Again, I think a lot of people kind of forget that Malbec's home is in France, and again, with this area of Cahors, just outside of Bordeaux in southwest France, you're seeing 90% to 100% bottlings of Cahors. So this is really this kind of small, unique area within France that Malbec grows and is definitely taken very seriously outside of its kind of blending capabilities within Bordeaux. So we'll talk about Cahors for a little bit, and then the other two wines I have here today are from the Mendoza, Argentina appellation, specifically Ugo Valle. Both of these producers, Angulo Inocente and Tinto Negro. I had the opportunity to visit back in the fall with Vineyard Brands on my South America trip to Chile and Argentina. So I was able to, spend some time with these guys down there, meet the winemakers, see the property, the vines, the soil, and really take in this area known as Ugo Valle, which I definitely want to stress to you guys at home that this is really a place to take note of when seeking out Argentine Malbec. And really impressed and wowed by a lot of things these guys are doing down there, seeking out these very kind of unique terroirs at extreme elevations, soil types, what have you. So definitely looking forward to having you guys try these at home and see what you think. But again, to kind of go back to Cahors for a moment, just kind of dive in and talk briefly about this 2008 Chateau d'Aglan, 2008 Malbec, about 90% Malbec, 10% Merlot. I think with the Cahors and the Malbec coming from France, you're definitely going to experience kind of a more rustic style of Malbec, a little more structure, a little more tannin, fine grain tannin, that kind of thing, darker fruit. Again, this being a little bit of an older vintage than the other two wines we hear, being 2012s, they're gonna hold back the wine a little bit before release and not just have kind of fresh vintage releases in and out. So again, 2008, a little more bottle age, and I think the Cahors, again, coming from France, is again kind of, to use the word rustic, definitely a far cry from the other two styles we have here from Argentina, which are a little heavier on the new French oak, a little more fruit forward, kind of smoother, velvety styles of red. So yeah, we'll go right ahead and kind of talk about the two South American producers we have here today, Inocente and Tinto Negro. Again, to talk about Ugo Valle, about an hour south of the city of Mendoza. Really kind of desert-like terrain, really extreme elevations, right up against the Andes Mountains, a very, very beautiful aesthetic area. But with these kind of extremities, we get a different style of Malbec than I think a lot of us are used to here in the States. A lot more focus on aroma and acidity and freshness, and again, these really kind of silky, polished styles of Malbec that are great sippers on their own, but especially this time of year, firing up the grill, any kind of impromptu asado, kind of mixed grill, sausages, burgers, ribeyes, that kind of thing. These are wines you kind of want to have on hand for all and every summer grilling purposes. So definitely keep that in mind when firing up the old grill this summer. So to talk about the producers a little bit more in depth, briefly, Inocente, is located in an area in Uco Valley known as La Consulta. These guys basically make 3 wines right now, their first vintage being in 2010, so a relatively new project down there. But they make a Cabernet Sauvignon, this Malbec, which has a little bit of Cabernet blended in, about 15%, and then they do an Ultra Expression wine, which we also carry, called Unisono, which is a Malbec Cabernet Franc Syrah blend. Very, very nice. Definitely something to kind of think about when putting in the cellar. More serious style of Malbec with that kind of rounded out blend. And then the Tinto Negro here, also a 2012 Uco Valley, but this little district is known as Altamira. The kind of collaboration behind Tinto Negro is two colleagues who spent a lot of time together at Bodega Catena Zapata. Definitely a kind of highly recognizable and arguably most well-known producer in Argentina for Malbec, Catena. Alejandro Sejonovic and Jeff Malbec, relatively new project for them. Really seeking out small terroirs and properties and vineyard sites, kind of within, relatively few miles of each other, but the altitudes and soil types can definitely vary within those kind of location changes. So 100% Malbec, limestone block, 2012. The idea behind the name of this is that the calcareous soils down there are rich in limestone, so kind of translating to that more aromatic, fresh style. So definitely try to snag a few of these up if you can. Kind of in the next few weeks, we'll have these put together in our kind of classroom pack in the front and at the tasting bar. And hope you enjoyed this little segment. Please let me know what you think, and drink some Malbec this summer. Thanks, guys.